Hey Scorpio, how are you? Oh, I really hope you're good. I'm sending good vibes. And if you're not feeling good, at least you feel good during the time you are here with me, regardless of what the message is. Let's just let all of that out of our head. There is something going on here with y'all coming into this reading. There's a heaviness. Now, it may not be like a serious heaviness, like of grief, right? Like, well, somebody passed. It may not be like that, but it's a heaviness on you that you're tired of feeling. You feel like you keep getting caught in these cycles, okay? Like, was going so good. Why you had to fuck it up? It's like you feeling like that. Like, this was great, and the other person, you looking at them like, you messed this up. It don't necessarily have to be a love relationship, but it could be. Oh, I'm talking all this and ain't did no introductions. Hello, welcome. If you are new here, subscribe, join the tribe, stay with me if you want to. It's up to you. I hope you do. Now, my OG followers, y'all already know. I love you. Oh, I missed you. I really did. I'm not going to give y'all a love letter or do like that Hallmark card shit. I'm not going to do that because I got some important stuff we need to talk about. I don't know if you know or not, Scorpio, but we are in Mercury Retrograde. Yes, we've been in it all week. Okay? So now that we're in October, let's talk about how this retrograde energy will affect you. Each transit affects a different sign differently. That's the best word I can come up with. Take it. So what I mean by that is it affects a different house for all of us, every single sign. And for you, my lovely Scorpios, Mercury retrograde is affecting your 12th house. Okay? Now, this retrograde is hosted by our lovely sign, Libra. Libra is a sign of partnerships, like one-on-one stuff, negotiations, right? Balance. They are the balance seekers. I like to call them my scale balancers, my freedom fighters. Okay, that's who is hosting this party. So that's a theme. Relationships are very serious, but the 12th house, that's a whole nother realm. Now I'm gonna talk to you about the 12th house and explain to you how that affects Scorpios, and I can't explain this to you. I have like 4 placements in the 12th house. The 12th house is behind the scenes stuff, okay? It's the stuff people don't see, right? It's the blind spots of life. It's hidden things, the spirit realm, secret enemies, okay? The 12th house gets a bad rap. Y'all may want to go research it. It's your business. If you have your birth chart, find out what planets you have in the 12th house. Go research that and figure out kind of what it's about, because it's kind of one of those houses that people don't want nothing in. I will tell you. Now, why am I telling y'all this, Scorpio? I'm telling y'all because y'all can handle dark shit, first of all. So this energy is going to be great for y'all. This house is going to be affecting mental health. And what I mean by mental health is it's going to really cause you to go inward. 12th house things, you may hear something called a 12th house person. I'm a 12th house person, okay? 12th house stuff is things that a lot of people may not understand. Are things happen to you that people don't believe. You may, like I said, have a connection to the spirit realm, okay? You will be having some vivid dreams. There will be some psychic abilities. Your intuition will be like off the charts. But guess what, Scorpio? You ain't gonna trust it. That's the sad part. Other blind spots may happen. Something may happen out of nowhere, and you're gonna be like, what the hell? Out of all the people that happened to me, doesn't necessarily have to be bad, but it's just gonna come out of nowhere, okay? Again, blind spots, secret enemies. Things will be revealed during this retrograde, so y'all don't gossip. And damn sure don't gossip with a third party. Don't gossip with anybody that you don't know who they're talking to. Just how about let's not gossip? But if you just must gossip, don't do it with somebody with loose lips. Because guess what? Retrogrades, this is about redoing. This is about revisiting. This is not about pushing forward. So say you sitting down and somebody gossiping to you. Let them talk at you. Don't engage. The most you can say is, oh, that's wild. Oh, that's messed up. Dang. Hate that for them. Don't give a personal opinion about the gossip. Because after the 18th, that gossip will be right back at your front door, and somebody be like, so what was said? And I know how you are. You ain't gonna back down. So let's not do that. So anyways, let's get into the other stuff. Those are some of the warnings about 12th house. Now that I've kind of explained that to y'all, y'all have had the longest briefing about this because 12th house is different. Okay, it's different. It's a different type of energy. Your mental health and how it has affected your decisions in your life is going to be up for review. Again, people ain't going to know you doing this. You're going to be wanting to be isolated, be by yourself. 12th house people love to be alone. They thrive on it. And you're going to be thriving on being by yourself. People ain't going to know what the hell hit you. You're just going to be to yourself because you're processing some things, right? You're going to be working through, freeing yourself from like old beliefs about love and relationships. Like what you used to think you really wanted, after you come out of assessing this by the 18th, your whole mind going to be different about what you require in love, because you're going to be able to look at yourself and say, I understand the type of love I give. I understand the type of love I received. I forgive and I'm moving on, but it ain't coming back. Okay? Again, like I said, some things will be revealed to you in its immediate cutoffs. You also going to be able to see people from your past differently and be able to say, hey, what was my part in that? And how do I move forward from it? Okay? Because when you come out of this isolation period, you're going to be a different person and you're going to handle stuff differently. Okay? You will have flashbacks of painful like situations that you've been through in your life, because it's coming up for review. It's time to remove them so that you can remove yourself from certain situations. What I mean by this is, say in your past you had somebody that hurt you really bad, right? And this person seemed to go on with their life and seemed super fucking happy and just left you like how you were. Never, no apology, no nothing, right? Those are the type of flashes you're going to get, but you're getting those type of flashes to remind yourself of your value and to remind yourself that what happened in that situation so it don't come back again. You're going to be able to sit with your feelings without having to talk it out. You're going to just be doing a internal dialogue, okay? It's going to be difficult for you to trust your intuition, like I said, and your decision making. So just sit with your thoughts. Don't run with a feeling, because at this time, y'all, especially 12th house, feelings are not facts. That is one thing you have to learn when you're dealing with 12th house energy. Okay, remember, blind spots. You may think a motherfucker really trying you and that person really on your side. Okay, that's that type of energy going on right now, because we're in Mercury Retrograde. It's about communication. If you have a lot of planets in the 12th house, it's not a bad thing. It just means you like isolation, and a lot of people may not understand that. So you may already know how to work with this energy and be okay. Okay. An old lover may return. Now this is where it gets tricky, because remember, it's a blind spot. Everybody have people from their past returning during retrograde, but for you, Scorpio, I need you to be very careful, because whoever this lover is that's going to return, this is going to be somebody that when they come back, you're going to have this sense of, I won. I don't know how to explain that, except for to say, I won. You're going to feel like it worked out. I was patient. This is mine. You may even feel like you won them over somebody else, like you were the chosen one. Be careful with that, because that will be the person that comes in and be your Achilles heel. What do I mean by that? When the 18th come, this thing could fizzle out just as fast, and that winning may turn into an ego death. And you don't want nobody coming in, shattering your ego, shattering your pride, and making you reassess some things about what is really winning, okay? Again, that may not be in your radar, but it's going to be a feeling of satisfaction if this person returns. Like, I knew your ass was coming back. Don't move too fast. Start over from the beginning and work as friends before you make any commitments, okay? Just pay attention to ego and pride. Anything that make you feel like you're winning, right? Just be humble about it and take your time. Take your time. I don't want you to, like I said, no ego deaths. Now, what are the regular things that happen during retrograde? The regular things that happen are miscommunications, delays, missed appointments, forgetfulness, feeling just cloudy in the head, right? Electronics acting stupid, car problems popping up, or you may even need a fucking car. But this is the time that we don't sign contracts. We don't buy stuff either, if we can help it, okay? If you need a car, Scorpio, go get you a car. If you need a house, get a goddamn house. But if you can avoid signing your name on any contract or committing yourself to anything, do that shit. Wait until after the 18th, because everything that you do in this period of time, you're going to revisit, Okay, we have what's called a post-shadow period for retrograde. That's when you go back through all of this stuff. Okay, if there is something going on with your health, because we're dealing with Libra, Libra is a sign of balance and health, you will be able to work through that. Just don't do it with anxiety. Do it with a sense of calm, because you will have a victory. But if you jump in the head, trying to jump into surgery, trying to do all that stuff right now, if it's not required, it's not an emergency, chill. Wait it out. It's going to work out. It's going to be okay. Now that we've got that part of the reading out, let's go to your pre-shuffle energy. Here's the other part. Adversity kept popping out. Y'all really feel like motherfuckers on y'all back. Like y'all feel like it's a sniper brigade against you. You feel like you have no support, and you feel like you're constantly running up against something that you got to fight against. Okay? That may not be for every Scorpio, but it kept popping out. So it's for somebody that's going to see this video. Also, the card Hierophant kept popping out because of conflict in your life. Conflict and instability. You always feel like you're being left. Like you're not the one that is being chose. Or you always getting the short end of the stick. That's why I said, how have we come into this reading? Woosah. Okay? We got a woosah. I'm really hoping that this type of stuff don't show up in the reading. Hoping somebody in the comments say, this ain't me. This is one of those reasons where it will be this ain't me for this part right here. The other part, if it ain't you, that it just ain't you. Let it be for somebody else, right? But I don't want anybody to be feeling like they got a gun to their back at all times. Gun to their front, their side, their back, and their head. This is that type of feeling, like I'm always having to fight. And then we had the King of Pentacles in reverse. So that's a feeling of not being paid what you're worth. That's one thing. Feeling like you don't have what it takes to earn what you think you're worth. A lack mindset is what this comes down to. A sense of maybe needing other people to take care of you. I'm feeling like you're in need of financial assistance right now. You could have lost the job and you didn't see it coming. You could have had a job where you're making a high salary, and all of a sudden that was done. This could be the thing. That's why I say, like, this ain't energy I want for people, but it's for somebody. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into the reading. We're gonna figure out how to work through this for the rest of the month, okay? Let's start off by getting the pre-shuffle energy. If you are new here, I like the number 4. So I do things in 4s, okay? I'm going to clarify 4 different areas of your life. That's what it is. That's how I do it. That's what it is, okay? Let's just let me do my thing. The first area is personal. Personal is your mind space. This is the stuff that you think about. This is the stuff that you're going to be thinking about in your car when you're at Starbucks, when you're at McDonald's, when you're standing in line getting groceries. Are you sitting at your desk and there's nothing to do? This is going to be it. Whatever that card is, I'm taking it because it fell out. Still going to shuffle though. I may pop another one. I don't know. But that's what personal is. Then we're going to go to love, which is self-explanatory. Work, also self-explanatory. Then we're going to close it out with family ties. Now, family could be anybody you consider family. So that's friends too. That's just what it is. That section can get tricky, but if it does, I am here. I got you. I'm going to guide you. We're going to get there together, okay? There's a need to show empathy to yourself and to those around you, okay? Friendship is very important. Friendship is where you're experiencing a lot of adversity, okay? You'll have something that you'll be grateful for this month. It'll be coming in. Something that you're expecting, though. That's something that you've been fighting for and you've been expecting to come, and it will. Please surround yourself with things that are humorous. Laugh. Have a good time. Find a way to loosen up throughout everything that could be coming your way. If you're feeling this heavy energy, find a way to release it through something that's fun, okay? Your self-esteem has been affected by something. You're not telling nobody, you're not showing it, but goddamn, it took a hit. And you're not even thinking about how to rebuild your self-esteem. All you know is you don't want to be sad. That's all you know. But when whatever this is comes in, what you're going to be grateful for, it'll start to change some things around for you. But you will be required to be disciplined, Scorpio. Gotta be, okay? There's something you're regretting. You're regretting not saying. You're regretting not doing. And you got to forgive it and either try to reconcile, and if you can't, move along as cold as that sound, it's not so much you can do when you're dealing with human beings. Even when you're dealing with yourself, if it's something that happened and you did it, that was a part of who you were at the time. If it's not who you are anymore, it gotta go. You gotta let it be. Like I said, you're gonna have success in something, even though you're feeling down like this. Is success at work, success in what you give to others. It's like in service to others. That's where you'll get your success at. One more shuffle, Scorpio. You will experience some growth. And I'm taking this as personal growth, okay? So the card that popped out was Pride, okay? Now, Pride reads, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. This is very important this month because, like I said, y'all dealing with behind the scenes action. The stuff that people don't see. And the 12th house is that house where you have to release all of that. You have to release that worldly stuff, okay? So those type of feelings, because in the 12th house, feelings ain't facts, okay? Like I said, you're going to be having some psychic abilities. You're going to feel something happening before it happening. Like you're going to wake up out your sleep like, today such and such going to happen and that's going to happen. So be careful what you speak. You know how they say the tongue is powerful? For you right now, it's very powerful. So be careful what you speak and also manifest what you want. When you find out somebody is against you, don't question it. Let it be. The 12th house, you can get hurt by ignoring blind spots. Don't ignore red flags, y'all. This is the time when you see a red flag, you ain't got to call nobody on it. You got to make a personal decision with yourself, okay? What am I going to do? Because any red flags you see from people during this time, you would have already seen them. So all you can do now is make a choice. Does this stay or does this go with me into next month? Personal mind space is no place like home. This is my mental health card, y'all. Conflict, instability. Do you see this house alone by itself? Nobody can even travel to it. It's just there. And it's hanging precariously. We don't know how it's staying up in the clouds, in the spiritual realm type of thing. But you see how pretty the clouds and stuff are back there, that blue and the purples and the pinks. It's that clarity that you have within yourself. But it does come after conflict. It comes after allowing things that you, let's just say, you thought would get better. You gave people credit, or you gave situations credit that didn't deserve it, Scorpio. Then for love, we got happy. She sit on top of an egg like Humpty Dumpty. So number 7, this is about potential and ambition. Going towards that, setting boundaries. Being happy after a period of assessment. No, pull there, okay. Now for work, we have a change in the wind. So something is shifting, okay? That's the number 3, about collaboration. You could be changing teams. You could be changing who, like if you're a supervisor, you could be changing who you manage. You could be changing what you do at work. If you work a 9 to 5, something about it could be changing. And it may not be something that you immediately grasp. Let's say it that way. If you own your own business, a change in the wind may come from you receiving collaboration with somebody where you got to change up how you do stuff and you're unsure about that. But we'll see with tarot. That's where we get our answers. Okay. Now for family, we have to be fair. This is that card that comes out when you are the mediator of your family. And it usually lets me know that your family has some stuff going on. And what I mean by that is every family got their issues, right? But your family in particular has stuff going on where you always having to be the balancer, the peace seeker, and all that. It's always somebody doing something and you get caught up in it and you don't want to, but it hits so close to home, okay? Now, let's go ahead and figure out what your personal is about. I already had y'all here so long. Let's figure this out for you so I can see you on your merry way, Scorpio. What is no place like home? Y'all gonna be staying home a lot. I'm telling you. Especially with 12th house energy, you don't want to go nowhere. And if you go somewhere, it gotta be like a second home. You gotta be able to relax there. You gotta be able to cook food there. You gotta feel comfortable there. If you go while you in this energy, that's just 12th house shit. That's how I go. What is no place like home for personal space for my beautiful Scorpios? Got the Five of Cups in reverse. Forgiving yourself and forgiving others. Getting out your own way. That's what I'm hearing. Getting out your own way. Which you already want to do. Then we got the Page of Wands. Thinking about how to start your life differently. What do you do once you do this whole mental clearing and this whole change in perception about one-on-one relationships and love and stuff like that? How do you manifest that in the real world? How do you get people to accept who you are? And you're going to do it in small changes that are permanent. You're going to be very excited about these changes, and you're going to be thinking about them throughout the month. Things you want to do and how you want to move forward, especially this whole this energy of forgiveness for yourself and others. You're going to be ready to have new starts, and you're going to want to talk to people about new starts, okay? Then we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Now, listen, this is what I'm talking about with 12th house shit, right? So this going into yourself, not only are you going to block out the stuff that's unhealthy for you, it's going to be as if it never existed. In the past, you may have felt bitter about it. That's how you felt. You felt bitter about the shit. But now, no, just go away. Now you looking at this situation as I wouldn't give it my energy for nothing. I don't care. For as mean as it sounds, I don't know if somebody even feel like this. One of y'all may even know this saying because I ain't heard it in years. The whole, I wouldn't piss on you if you was on fire to put you out. That saying, this is the energy you'll be in when you start getting rid of things that have mentally affected you and have gotten in the way of you moving towards what's good for you, you know? Then we have the Knight of Wands, but it's in reverse. This is about the lack of taking action. You won't be taking action towards stuff that gets you in balance mentally, that does not feed your soul. You ain't doing it, and you're gonna be very serious about it, especially for October. We got the Six of Swords in reverse. You'll be returning to something, and this Six of Swords energy always make me feel like you trapped in something where you constantly have to deal with it, even though you want a sense of calmness. This could be a person, this could be situations, right? So it's something that you really can't get away from. You may be able to take a small break from it, but you can't get away from it. It's constantly around. Then we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. You know what you want to do. You have made a choice about where you want to go. And this is going to be one of those fixed choices because this is in the earth sign. This is a pentacle, okay? So the decision that you're making to try to get away from certain things or to try to set more effective boundaries, that will be permanent for you. Then we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. No more being in the mix. That's just for this month though. That Three of Pentacles in reverse is about like holding back and staying to yourself, okay? Not being a part of the group. And it's mainly because the group ain't a part of you. You don't feel connected right now. And you probably haven't been feeling connected for a while. What you want in friendships, what you want as far as work colleagues, and how you want to engage with your family and loved ones, these things have changed. And then also, if you've been dealing with third-party situations, you're starting to realize for yourself what part you played in it. Are you playing the person that's cool with shit when you really ain't cool with shit? You're going to be addressing that and releasing yourself from it. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles, because that is when that realness comes in. You want that type of love that you can build a legacy with someone where y'all can raise kids and then have grandkids and great-grandkids and all this stuff. You want that for yourself. You want a marriage. And you know it's certain things you want to release so that you can open yourself up for a healthy relationship where you're not tied to somebody where it's constantly a struggle between them choosing you or choosing somebody else. That is for somebody. I don't know who it's for, but it's for somebody. Now let's go on to love. Love is happy. Happy is the number 7. So that's about improvements. Okay? It's about potential. And that's about ambition. And with that, you can make improvements, right? There go that Six of Swords in reverse again. Something that you want to leave alone. But during this month, you're going to go back to it. You'll leave it and you'll feel a sense of calm, but then it's kind of like that loneliness creeps in. That's kind of how it feels. This person makes you laugh. They make you happy. You're returning to something. Then we got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. You don't want to be separated from this person. Like, this is a sense of, by myself, I'm good, but it's like, you know, kind of like you make me better, maybe feeling. But yeah, because the Nine of Pentacles, you know, when you're talking about it being upright, you're happy alone. You live in that boss life. You're good single. But when it's in reverse, there's something lacking. Like, you have all of this stuff. You could be okay by yourself, but you keep going back to something because you don't want to be by yourself, right? And then we have the Page of Pentacles. And it's not something that offers you a lot of stability, but there's something about it that makes you happy. And somebody could see you like this, Scorpio, but it's something that you can't break away from. You're going back to it after you leave it and you feel like, ooh, I can kind of breathe. I don't got that drama shit going on. Then you start to miss it and you go back. And we got the Two of Cups in reverse. So it's a bond that's broken, right? And it may be some type of communication about rebuilding this bond, but whoever this is in the past, you try to have a relationship with, you try to have a connection with, you went back to this person, whoever this was. You've had a series of go backs with them. And during this month, you'll be revisiting that, okay? But in revisiting, you're going to talk to them and you're going to realize they're not offering enough. And you want to be in a happy place. You want better. You want improvements in your life. You know, you don't want just potential. Oh my goodness. Y'all, hold up. Maybe because that went out like that, I've had that happen on maybe like 5 videos the whole time I've been doing videos. And whenever it happens, it's usually something in the message that people come back and talk to me about. Okay? So remember, y'all, whoever this was that you had a break with, that you have constantly gone back to. I mean, this is something that you've been doing for a while. Y'all break it off and then you get back together. Break it off and get back together. Whoever this is, this really could work out. If you start it slow, though, you got to start it slow. Because in the background noise, we got the Ten of Pentacles, okay? And with the Ten of Pentacles behind that, we have the Devil card in reverse, Scorpio. So that's like, you could be dealing with a Capricorn, but in reverse means that the toxicity has been released from the situation. You can work through that shit. Then we got the Two of Swords in reverse, making up somebody that finally making their mind up. And then we got the Four of Swords coming off of a break. Now, again, right now, this is a bond that's fractured. It has to be rebuilt. It must be rebuilt. And Scorpio, take your time. Y'all just in this energy of, if you bring me bullshit, I ain't dealing with it, okay? Now, let's go on to work, which is a change in the wind. That's the number 3. That's about collaborations and being supported. Could be a raise or something coming up. Like I said, a change at work. Something that's going to come out of nowhere, okay? Just like with love, this going to sweep in from out of nowhere. And you may not even believe it's happening, right? So we got the Page of Cups. That's the first thing. It's going to be, you're going to be talking to somebody about something that makes you kind of feel a little giddy, a little emotionally happy, okay? There's the Two of Pentacles. It'll offer more money too, where you won't be, you know, doing that whole balance book thing. Like, a lot of us have to budget, and you've been budgeting, but whatever this is, that'll stop you from having to do that. You'll be able to kind of live a freer life, right? This may even be a new job. If you're looking for a job, it will be coming in. Now, remember, if you've been looking for a job way before retrograde, you can sign on a dotted line and be okay, because you were already in the works doing that. You're just revisiting something you already started. But if this is something where you just applied after September the 6th type of energy, or September the 26th, and you just applied, it may feel good on the surface, but look that shit over. Really be serious about taking the job and realizing where it's going to take you. Anything you do, make sure you review it, okay? Then we have the Hierophant in reverse, okay? So the Hierophant being in reverse, this may be something that doesn't go along with how you saw your career. This may be something you don't even know if you want to commit to, because it doesn't feel like a good offer. It may even feel like a step down, but this could give you some type of balance too, okay? Like I said, it's going to be a change. You know, and then go to Tower in reverse. So something happened. Like I said, somebody could have lost a job here. Somebody could have lost money here. You could have been in a position of power and lost it in the past, and now you starting to be able to talk to people in your company about moving forward. There could be something where things are just shifting for you. But whatever it is, you brought it into October. There's already a tower moment that occurred at this job or with your company, or something happened where you felt like the decisions and the control of your position was out of your hands, okay? You felt like it was really out of your hands, and you felt like you didn't have anybody to support you. Even though you were committed in the past, continue to try to invest in whatever you do for work, okay? Or like I said, if you get a new job, something comes along, just invest in it. In the background, we have the Magician in reverse. We have the Temperance card in reverse. We got the Ten of Cups, and we got the Six of Wands. Okay, so I don't know who this is, Scorpio, but somebody around you, especially at work, is very sneaky. They could be in a supervisory position, but this person, you already know that they don't keep their word. This Magician in reverse and a Hierophant in reverse is, to me, that gives off that boss-like energy too. And you know they cannot be trusted. Even if they're telling you something good right now, telling you gonna get a raise, telling you all this stuff. In the past, they've told you some shit, and it always fell in your lap or made you look bad, and you had to always fix it and clean it up. That's those type of tower moments. Like something happened where this particular boss or supervisor or even a team of these motherfuckers came along and tried to make you look bad, painted you in this really bad picture, and you done spent time cleaning up your image type of thing, even though it wasn't necessary for it to be cleaned up. This person just had a problem with you. So I'm picking up Gemini, Taurus, and there is some Scorpio energy here. Sagittarius energy in the background too. But somebody in the uppers, let's say it like that, now they're congratulating you. Now they're telling you things are good. But it's mainly because you're being shifted to do something else at work. And you know why you're being shifted? Because you were already doing a really good job. You were already excelling. But they tried to find a way to make you feel like you weren't. I don't know how they were doing it, but they were doing something. I mean, you're going to be vindicated, and it's going to come through very swiftly because you're going to see the sneakiness that was going on behind the background. That person may end up losing their job, or they may have lost their job, and now you're being rewarded, and people are finally seeing that you weren't what they tried to paint you out to be. This is going to make you very happy. You're going to be able to provide for your family. You got the Ten of Cups, and we got the Six of Wands. You'll have a victory in this shit. This feel like that work part is for a specific person, y'all. It really does. Because it's a change in the wind. Some have been going on for a while at work. Like I said, it's going to be some type of offer. Somebody's still going to offer. Somebody could have applied. All that stuff still applies. But the main story here is a Scorpio who had been having some issues at work. And now that problem person is gone. Or they have no more control over what you do because you're either working and supervising another department or doing something else. And now you're finally being seen for who you are. The tower moments and the lack of faith in the position, you can let that go. It's going to be okay. Like I said, this is not a blind spot. This is something that's been revealed to you. That's what I mean by secret enemies. You may always work somewhere and have people that just have a problem with you. Okay? So let's close it out with family. I've already kept y'all here so long. I'm sorry. So family is the number 2. Okay, so this is about partnerships. This is about balance. It could be about division too, and it says to be fair. Now, like I told you, when I see to be fair, that lets me know that somebody is a mediator. You got the Ace of Cups. A lot of love around you. Celebrating something, maybe. Yeah, we got the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, that's family. That's legacy. I like this. To be fair, let's keep going. The Sun, y'all, shut the fuck up. We got Leo energy in the building. Look at that. And then we got the Knight of Pentacles, okay? Y'all, so to be fair, a partnership, which relates to you being happy, and when I said you're going back to it, remember we were talking about that love part? About somebody coming in, doing their declaration, and being real and not iffy this time, but you kind of being hesitant. Take it slow, because this could be very good for you in October. The Ace of Cups, then the Ten of Pentacles fell on top of it, and the Sun. That is so good. Even though we have the Knight of Pentacles here in reverse, something will build a momentum this month, and then it may feel like it comes to a stop, but it'll be for a reason. That's why I said take your time, right? Because it's starting again during Mercury Retrograde, so take your time and rebuild, but this will be very good, okay? We got the Six of Cups, it's somebody from your past. The Nine of Cups, you don't know if they wish fulfillment no more. Two of Swords in reverse, it took them too long to make the decision. Yeah, the Four of Swords, it took them too damn long for you. We got the Seven of Pentacles. Somebody here saying I could have been pregnant by now. We could have had a baby by now. I don't know who that is, but it's messy. Let's go ahead and close y'all out, okay? I'm going to give you a Moonology message. I always look at this as your emotions and how to deal with them for the month. But I want you to take whatever resonates, the first thing that resonates with you. If you got to get a pen out and write it, put some notes on your phone or something. However you feel when you see this card and how you feel when you see the message, that's how you manage the emotional ups and downs this month, okay? Let me get a Moonology card for my beautiful Scorpios, and I got one. Conclusions are within reach. Again, y'all been waiting for answers about a lot of stuff. It's a full moon eclipse. So that means not only is it a new cycle, it's also something being revealed to you. And this is permanent type of energy. Even if it's something that felt like it's taking so damn long, it'll be so damn worth it. Scorpio, if you made it to this point, I love you. Holla, y'all.